And I'm back. The last time I was here, the game crashed, and I called it good for then. So, let's see how much progress we lost. Just how much do I need to redo? So the MIM is still built at least. It does not have these researched. I'm just gonna do one of them for now. And hope maybe that's what crashed it, and I'll just leave it alone. This thing is built with biomass logs. This is a very pretty game. I love the way it looks. I'm still waiting a minute for the pod to return, so I should probably run around, collect what's been made. I'm sure I could be going about this far smarter, but I'm not. And plates. Last one. There they are. I tried making some changes with the equalizer to my voice. I'm hoping it kind of helps even out the sound, but just have to say, what was that? Where? What was I doing? The next task is top right, build the space elevator. This part. And I think the biggest thing I need out of that is wire, because it takes a few. So, is this saturated? Got consumes 15 per minute, makes 30 per minute, so I can have 2 of these. If I had more smart plates, I could build another one of those. Nope, not the merger. The splitter. And then a constructor. Wire. And now we got 2. And just to be extra fancy, we're gonna stuff it in a box. And it would help if I set this, and remember that I have to plug it in. Okay, oh yes, if you copy it, it does use the one that was already set in it. Unless I already did it and I've just completely forgotten already. So 2 producing copper wires, good. And I need, oh, what's the button? N. Space elevator? It is in there. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh. Nope. Space ele? There it is. This is what I wanted. Okay. Concrete, rods, copper wire. I can manage that. I don't want to wait for 80 more. There ain't enough there either. Then I gotta deal with more power. Yep, I guess I'm just gonna toss hand right on cue. There it is, it all breaks. Good job. Good job. Good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough. Nope, there's 4. This will only take 4. I need another one. This should work. There. And do I have enough of anything? I've got some of these. Let's do that. Oh wait, it helps if you turn it on first. Grab a little bit more. Stuff that little bit in there. Put this little bit in there. And now, hopefully I don't run out of power. I'm still going to run out of power. Okay, I need to stop for a second and think. So I'm gonna climb up the tower and survey what is here. And I see an awful mess, is what I see. Okay, I've got one iron plate thing. Iron plates, I should probably expand first. Well, then again, I always think that, but the thing I end up needing a lot more of is always the rods, or similar, screws, one or the other. I guess I'm just going to check where I'm at with wires and nearly die. Nope, not nearly die. Oh, that's going to take a while. I think I'm just going to work on something else then while it's doing that. Jump pad, that could be fun. But I need rotors. Fine. I have nothing. trying to find the sweet spot here for the graphics without compromising too much for me. Because wow, it's a pretty game. And I'm not sure if the Unreal Engine 5 update fixed it, because the lighting does feel better. Like just around the edge of this building, the way it's blending so much better with the other shadows. No, you were making cable. That's what you were doing. Actually, there's a smarter way for me to do this. Well, there's always... I'll let myself have 100. I'm just gonna stick a constructor on the end of this, and that way I can always at least have 200 of them ready to go. This is the most hodgepodgey mess, but I love it because I don't want to deal with this phase as fast as I can. Well, thank you for that. It is a mess, but it's my mess. The way they handle the level of detail from distance amuses me. Because they kind of go like ghostly, and strange, ethereal, the further you get from them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forgot what I was doing. Oh no. What was I doing? I put down the cable. Cables are being made there. I have rods being made here. No. These are screws. My rods are being made over here. Concrete here. I should consolidate them all to one central spot, probably. I could set something up right here, maybe? Or if I moved this building. Maybe I'll just move this building. There's still stuff in it, it's still plugged in. Let's look over here, what do I got for room? Nobody saw that. The terrain kind of goes upward, slopes. Maybe right there. In that little spot. Be a good place for the hub. Oh, that's right, I got the second hand slot now. And prepare for the chainsaw noise. Every time it does that now, I'm afraid it's just gonna crash. Hitches for a second, and I'm just like, oh. Now, I don't really want to try and cut too close to the larger trees. The floppy sky thing. What a great name for it. I guess I've heard it referred to as a sky ray. It's kind of like a giant flying manta ray. Where is it right now? But it flies around the entire map. Or, at least I think it does. There might be two of them. Uh-oh, something's after me. Where? I hear you. Right there? Whoa. Come on. I almost didn't get that one. Trim it up a little bit more. Nope. And with that, I think this little area might be good enough for me to stuff the hub over here and out of the way. Nothing above it that pod's gonna crash into. Nope, that's over there. Grab these and then go pick it up. Another one? Where? Whoa, oh, no. Ah, get away from me. You scurrier little thing. Come here. Ah. I hate those things. Yeah. It's like a little cave over in the corner over there that they live in or something. And they just pop out, say hi. How you doing? I had to think for a second, what am I doing? That's right, I was picking this up. I never want them to remove Kraut Slide. I love it. Brings me joy. I still hear something growling at me. Maybe I don't want to build this right there. Let me just do it right here. Instead of having to deal with one of those things every time I wake up. And hub. Where's the... Okay, that's right there. Wanted to make sure that the biomass burners were on the back side, closer to the factory. Oh, I think I heard... Well, I think that's... I don't remember seeing that. Put that away. Oh, and there's a sky ray. I think it's a sky ray. I don't remember what people called it. Where? I just heard another thing growl at me. Just let me hook up my stuff. Like I can hear something sloshing around at the ground at me. I cannot tell where. This weird little bird thing. You do you, little bird thing. So that's moved out of my way, so now I can kind of pull things to one spot. And I suppose I can get rid of this one too. I built a bunch of them over in that one spot, so they're consolidated now. In its place, a storage container. I guess just start plopping them down and see where I get with it. Throw a few down. This is Cable? Cable. I think the one over there... Okay, they're both... I don't really like that, so... Break that, then hook that back up. Let's replace that with a splitter instead, right there. And put that on the first crate. This will go to the second. Concrete to the... Yeah, actually I'll just get rid of this first. Concrete to that one. The rods up here. I'm gonna move that down to the next one. And what should I put in this one? I've still got screws and plates. It's gonna have to be screws right there. And I'll put that there and feed a roundabout one around into for the plates. Oh wait, they did add a thing, I think. This update was that when a thing is red, while placing a conveyor pole, you can still click it the first time so that you can raise it above what you're colliding into. Very useful. And there's my plates, slowly accumulating. Oh, I know what was yelling at me. Who's this guy? I think he's stuck though. You stuck over here? What are you doing? That's the cave I was talking about down in there. Don't really okay. I could try and move him, I guess. Sorry about this. There we go. No, he's not stuck. Hello there, Longus. Nice of you to join us. Now, where am I at here? I've got all of my boxes down. They're filling up. And I think I'm just waiting on the wire to accumulate. Don't get stuck on things. So, I suppose where I'm at, I should begin thinking about how to get to coal. Because that's the one thing I want to think about right now. So this will give me part assembly. And it's almost enough. Only need 100. Might as well add a couple more. It's just one of those things you're constantly going to go through.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: Project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Now, the next thing I want is going to be the resource sync, awesome sync thing, because I like having the little unlockables. I think it's a lot of fun. And it really opens up the architecture a bit more. I personally think that they should open up a couple of the key architecture parts a little earlier so that you can begin planning your builds sooner with them. Because otherwise you just end up with a bunch of, like, this foundation I put here for this thing that will eventually just get torn up and replaced by other architectural materials. I don't know. I think I'm just complaining. But I do really like the unlocks. I think it's a lot of fun. Four and a half minutes left on pod return. I can check in on the MAM and see what I gotta do there to unlock anything. I guess I could go around exploring for some ores and stuff, maybe mark my map a little bit. Ew, those look gross. They are gross. I can turn them into a hamburger. Real gross. Don't have any of those, don't have any of those. Have a couple of those. Hub is there. This is the general location I've been in so far. And I kind of want to, I think, start mapping and exploring a couple of things, because I know that there are a few research items that you can only get once you've discovered the materials for the first time. So I think everything is feeding into the containers. So before I go anywhere, I'm going to just check. Everything is feeding to those, and that I have enough biofuel in the burners to keep everything running. And as I said, I should probably just build a craft bench right here for use with this until I actually decide to finish it. Which might never happen, but if it does, the biomass part of this game is like really it's such a strange part of it. At least these are quick to make, and then I can just dump all of it into that container and off I go. I'm gonna go see if I can find some interesting things. Maybe I can even find a hard drive while I'm out. Is that still going? There's a lot of it. I'm gonna toss away that last one. Dump everything in. At the same... Wait. Grab all that. Make sure these are set. A half. That one's mostly full. That one's almost empty, and 81 left. I just went to run back to the hub to put stuff in a chest, the hub, is no longer there, it's over there. And now that feels too far for me to want to use the chest, so this is what's happening instead. You know what, that works. Biomass. Biomass. It's good, it's fine. Yeah. And now go for a little stroll. And I just look at things. These trees are so weird. Excuse me? Did I catch you in the middle of something? I must be right at the render distance for it. Some berries. These are actually improved. I don't think they had that little pink flower around the berry before. Oh, I see. That is a good idea because it then lets you know what it is. Because a lot of times, once you had picked them, it stayed very green, and if you used your chainsaw on it, it destroys that resource. But only if you use your chainsaw directly on them, I think. Um, can you destroy the fruit-bearing and nut-bearing items? So first place first, I remember seeing this little stream, and I just want to follow this. It is such a pretty game. I'm really excited to see how things look once my factory's built back up again with the new lighting system. We got a geyser here. I can't use that for a while. Anyway. I'll just do a little walking around. Hello? I don't know what he was thinking. Jumped right off that at me. If they was coming for me. I think that was the... right near the edge. I think that was the sky ray noise. Grab some more berries. I'm not really sure. I think they've changed how health works in this a bit since the last update, or actually 2 updates ago maybe. Because I think it used to be that you could only regenerate up to 3 blocks of health. But they've since changed it to all of them? Or that might be a difficulty setting part. I don't know what that thing is. It's so wobbly. Rock? Root? Couldn't tell you. I'm not even sure where I am or where I'm going. Playing the Zelda style. Cliff? What cliff? All I see is a vertical walkway. Ooh, power slug. Can I use? Oh, that's neat. So if I use P, I can turn on photo mode, and I can technically use it to zoom in, I guess. Oh, I think I made him angry zooming in at him. I'm not seeing any ores around. I'll just keep following the road, I guess. Now I'm actually not sure if they've changed the noises since the last time I played. And if they're all making slightly different sounds. Or if I'm just hearing things. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I thought we'd crashed again. It's like a weird micro stutter that keeps happening. And I hate those because you can never find out what's actually causing it. I guess it might be this. Too much post-processing. Nope, it wasn't that. And I'm turning that back on because it did make the game look really nice. Yeah, I don't know. I can hear a pig oinking about up there. There. Oh, there's two. Or it was just one and he moved very fast around me. I should probably clear this out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. It's a little bit better. Let's see, the only things I can stand for right now are iron ore, copper ore, limestone. I already know those. Guess it's time to clear a couple things out. Where? Well, I'm trying to. Ow! Get back here! Get back here! Ooh. A sluggy. Yellow slug. There's like a little path. There are paths, maybe animal paths, that are all around the game world. Kind of like the larger road I followed to get over here. Uh-oh. Nope. I don't want to deal with him. I'd rather they go far, far away. No, it's a blue slug. Eh. I think they had said they were modifying this area a little bit. I don't remember what they had said. Try to separate them, then take them out one at a time. This is a crashed pod, and I'm not sure it's ever explained to you why there are already so many crashed pods on this planet. That you were apparently sent here to first. So what's this one need? One modular frame to open. And usually when you open these, it will give you a hard drive. That hard drive is researched in the MAM and will unlock an alternative recipe for you for one of the researched items you already know. Some people use that to their advantage in terms of like, as soon as I unlocked steel, if I went and collected a ton of hard drives, I could help to guarantee the chances that I would get steel screws. I don't care that much. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I wanted.
Levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Now, does everybody think my voice is coming through fine? I made some changes to my audio recording, and I'm hoping it still sounds... What is the vocal version of legible? What is that? But I know you know what I mean. I don't need copper ore. I got plenty of that back home. I'm looking for rare rocks. Like, possibly that one. It keeps sounding like something's sneaking up on me. And I think it's just that big bulbous thing. Deuterium. I thought this was
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
I thought it was sulfur. I was kind of hoping for explosives. Oh, that's a ways down. I can see my feet. Hello. I think this spot here, to me, is one of the maybe second nicest spot in the game. I mean, in terms of actual nodes, ores, and everything else, it might be the best spot. It's certainly up there. It gives you something like 4 pure iron nodes. Scratch that, 5 pure iron nodes. As I can trim this down a little bit. I will probably do some stuff over here eventually, although I typically do, so maybe I'll just wait on this area until a bit later and maybe expand the other direction instead. Do something a little different. But I don't know. If anybody has ideas of things they would like to see, I'd love to hear it. Anything, really. I'd love to hear anything. Because right now, all I'm hearing is chainsawing over and over, and it's drilling into my head. Or I guess sawing into my head. I don't really feel like I should get rid of any of it, since I need the biomass. Poo. Or I guess Poe. I'm gonna go Poe. Pose. Oh, run back. Run back. I don't remember which level you unlock the viaducts at. Or I guess transport tube? I don't know what other people call them. I've always heard them referred to as a viaduct. I don't even remember what it's actually called in this game. Yeah, I agree. I think at one point it was talked about being an option. Well, that's interesting. Directional subtitles. And a misophonia mode to turn off eating and drinking sounds. Which, if anybody did want me to turn that on, I absolutely would, because I know it does bother people, and it wouldn't bother me if somebody wants it turned off. Okay, so I think, in just hearing that one make that exhale of air, that sound that it made, I've referred to them as ticks. The big bulbous thing with the really long toenails. But I think that exhaley sound that it gives is the indication that it's from them instead of one of the hogs. But continuing on. What are you doing way up there? How'd you even get up there? Well, I suppose the answer to that is they crawled. Nope, I can't trim anything on my way through. I was going to. That'd be smart. But no, my inventory's full, and I can't do that. And that's still stuck in the sky. I bet it's going to pop out of the sky as soon as I get close enough to the hub. Although I'm curious if it's going to just immediately teleport down to the hub, or if it's going to slowly descend. You know, I bet there are actually a good amount of people that just watch streamers play a game like this while they are playing a game like this. Because as much as some people may love the idea of multiplayer in games, it's sometimes just far more fun to play the same game next to someone than it is to play the same game with someone. Like, look, I got it. That just caught my attention. Look at this lighting. Look at these shadows. It's so much better. Or I am completely imagining it. I can't tell anymore. It just feels better. That wasn't better, and I saw that. Yep, there he is. He's coming down in good old stop motion animation. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it. One of the ways they deal with level of detail is kind of the machinery all turns to stop motion because it skips a bunch of the frames of animation that it doesn't feel necessary to give the feel from a distance of what's going on. I, I'm not sure what happened right there. But for right now, I'm making this, and I need more rods. Of course it's rods. Why wouldn't it be? It's always either going to be rods or screws, one or the other. Just grab those. I suppose probably should just drop off these as well. I'm starting to get enough grass that I should probably... Yeah, I should probably add the constructor on here now. This is hideous. This is awful. But I'm doing it anyway. Yep. Just gonna do it anyway. Actually, I'm gonna connect that one there, delete that line there, and rehook this line here. And this is set to turn those into biomass. Biomass goes into here. Goes around, comes out into here, and good old delicious biofuel. Not delicious, don't eat it. It might not be toxic, but I don't recommend it. we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 biomass burners there, and we got 2 on the hub. So let's go refill the 2 at the hub. Stop running looking at the ground. Okay, so this one is not filled back up yet. So I can fill these ones up. Give me a little bit more buffer than I had. Let's just take a quick look at the power in the first place. So our current capacity for power is 160 megawatts. We are running 1, 2, 6. 6, is it? Power generators now? And they generate 160 divided by 6. Wait, do I have one hiding somewhere? Yeah, these only do 20 megawatts. That should mean I have 8. Do I have 2 biomass burners I completely forgot about? Or do these ones generate a little bit more power than those ones? Because those ones do 20 and these do 30. Yeah. That is what it is. So I've explored a little bit more. Got a little bit more knowledge of what's around. Oh! I have those resources I picked up. I need to go research those. Actually, something I probably should do is actually make a save. So that if the game crashes again, I have a hard save. Quartz, I need 10. So then I'll be able to set up a mine on some quartz, and these will get me to the blade runners, which just make you run faster. Gotta go fast. Caterium I think is basically used like gold in our world. You know, originally, what I was doing was putting stuff into the milestone so that I could get the resource sync program, and instead I went and did everything else in between. That sounds exactly right. Oh well, as long as I keep reacting fast enough, I can get there. Through sheer reaction alone. I love hitting the big button.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program.
If that had launched a couple seconds earlier.
Will grant you coupons in the Awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the Awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
I don't feel like kilometer rolls off the tongue as well for that saying than mile does, but I can appreciate the effort to make it metric. Hashtag ADHD. Maybe that's what I should be putting in a tag for these videos. Who else wants to come and see somebody run around in circles, barely maintain an idea of what they are doing, and somehow end up getting there in a time that takes twice as long as anyone else? While they ramble on and on about nothing. Who am I kidding? That's most of the internet in this day and age. Right now I'm just cleaning up the floor. There, all clean. Yes, do I want to... That's not what I wanted from you. My fault, though, for not setting it on Zoop mode. Zoop? I feel like you could make a joke about how it doesn't work unless you make the Zoop noise, but it's kind of stupid. At the same time, pretty funny. Oh, wait a minute. I think that... Wait. I gotta check. They had mentioned that there was a little seam here that they fixed. Now, it's very possible I just absolutely placed all of these perfect. But I'm going to go with they fixed it, and that's awesome. Good for them. I cannot fit. Where am I at? I think the way the map unlocks is, depending on your height, it allows you to see a little bit further. I could go after that slug. No, awesome sink. That's what I was doing. There it is. That's what I wanted. Sure, plop it on the ground, why not? That's what we're here for. Floor plopping, right? Trying to find one I can hook into. They're all taken. I take this one. That was a real good idea. Okay, great idea. Fix-it coupons. I think the easiest way to drop stuff in is to make a box and then run it in. You know what, let's just toss some stuff in there to get it started. I think you can eat wood. You eat wood, right? It does. Alright, it eats wood. I know there are a few things that it won't eat. Or actually, that might have been in the old update, because I think they changed. It used to not eat organic items, but I think that's changed now. You got the conveyor types. The wall outlets would be one that I'd go for soon. Other types of foundation. The double ramp set is very nice to have. It makes just building any sort of movement infrastructure a lot easier and a lot cleaner. In terms of walls, I don't know what I want to aim for first there. Doors, maybe? Yeah, yeah, need doors. No, don't need a door. Just leave a big wall open. It's fine. Roofs and railing. Those are good to have. Ladder. That one's very useful. Those are just the customizations. But the glass one I really want to see because with the lighting change, the glass roof, I hope, allows it to bring a lot more light into the factory than it used to. But I just have a feeling like I'm getting my hopes up about that. But we'll see. So I don't have anything yet to buy anything from there, but it doesn't take a whole lot to get the first couple of points. So let's think. What do I got that's worth a decent amount at this point? Just so I can get a couple coupons. Rods? Screws? Cable? I think one of the ones I actually go for early tends to be quick wire? Maybe? Quick wire? I'll go regular wire first. Since I can get so many of them, if it's not worth a lot, I should still be able to get a good amount just from the amount I have. That sentence was a ramble. Oh my god, it's so slow. It's so slow. You can outwalk it. Sure, just keep going, I guess. Got 2 coupons. Oh, let's see. What should I be getting first? My very first fix-it shop purchase. What should it be? No. The railing would be good. The catwalks are good too, but they're expensive right now. What else do we got? I think I should wait one more and buy either the double ramp set or the wall power outlets. I think the double ramp set might get me more mileage out of it. Although I suppose I should be making get me more kilometers out of it. I only need one more. How much are these worth each? 6. Okay, so I've got the 3, not 5, 3 that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the double ramp set. That's the one I want, right? Yes. Let's go ahead and get that. The music just completely stopped. Oh, there it goes again. The next thing I want to look for is a spot to set up this space elevator because it's big. It's very big. How big? That big. It's big. You can hit H now to hold it in place. See? Very big. Too big. Too big for down in here. I think maybe up on that plateau over there. Or maybe that one might be better. I still want it fairly accessible. I guess let's just go check over here first. And see what up here looks like, if this will be a good spot. Actually, I'm gonna make my way up here instead, up on this side to the right, and up that arch. That'll give me a much better view. Oh, there's a limestone over here. Hmm. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut through here a little bit just so I can see my footing. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall off. Okay, here we go. What the? What was that? You kidding me? What was that? So the game just decided, no, don't do that. So I guess, not gonna do that. No, I'm gonna go try it one more time. That's what I'm gonna do, because that's what I intended to do, was go up on the arch and get a good view. In fact, I think I might even just put a lookout tower up there now, just be a smarty pants. Okay, so let's see. Why did I fall off the first time? I think there's a model change. Looks like right there? Is that it? There's a spot in there where the two models change from the arch and from what's probably the root of the arch. Now, where did I fall off? It was around that. Is it that score in it? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, let's see. No! And I fell again. Third time? No, I'm not messing with it again. If I go up there again, I'm just putting a foundation down and doing it that way. So guess what I'm doing next? Third time's a charm, right? I'm certainly not going to get past that part, go walk further out into the center, and turn out there's another dip in it, and fall further. And possibly die from that fall. Because, fun fact, if you are at full health, you cannot die from a fall. Only if you are at full health. If you are not at full health, you will die. And depending on the distance, you will ragdoll for quite a ways. Yeah, I was hoping I could just use the environment because it would look nicer and I wouldn't have to do this. But here we are, doing this again. Gonna zoop it straight to the sky. Well, as far as it'll let me anyway, because I don't really have that much. I'm not gonna bother walking out on that. I'm up high enough now. I can see what I want to. So let's take a look. Actually, let me put that away. And then let's take a look around. What we got. This place, way too rocky. Way too hilly. I'd have to build foundation to make it even useful. That spot's not too bad, but I think it might be too small. Well, that one looked promising to start with, but from this distance it looks like it might be too small as well. That one seems larger. I think that's probably where I want to put it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be there. Okay. It's decided that's where I'm going to shove the space elevator and then hopefully remember to make some way to get to it easier. I can't believe I almost did that. Don't dig straight down. I don't have enough to build it anyway, but I can at least find a good spot to build it for when I do. I almost bet I can go around to the chest now and pick up the materials I need to build it. So let's just go ahead and do that. We found a good location. We've probably got the materials. Let's just go put it down. We do not have the materials. I was wrong. Oh, I don't have that unlocked yet. I don't have overclocking unlocked. My only option there is shut it off. Which is fine. Whoa. I have plenty of them. I don't need any more. I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I don't want to run all the way back to the thing, so I'm going to do it. I'm just giving it a little help. Get it that last bit of a ways there. And remember, if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more for whatever reason, feel free to subscribe. It would make me really happy. It'd probably give me a super thumbs up kind of day. So you can be an awesome kind of person and give that sub to a small channel, and then just know all day and the day afterwards that you're just awesome. And nobody can take that away from you for being awesome. Whoops, I left without checking. I needed the wire. I needed wire. Wire. Oh, I'm missing my mods already. I like the dispenser mod because it lets you see what's in them a little bit easier. Once I have signs, I can put them up and I'll be able to tell on these what they are, but for now, it's a bit tough to tell. Actually, I'm gonna grab one of them. I don't need any of those, but I do need some of these. And we have enough for the space elevator, so let's go get it done. In the dead of night. Hey, fireflies! Look at your firefly. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There it is. Cool. That's a cool feature. A+ feature makes the update. Fireflies. I'm actually not sure if they were in the game before. With the lighting update, they could actually be a new thing. What am I doing here? How do I want to set this up? First step, I would say, is clear things out a little bit so I can see. It's just so hilly. Those things are annoying. They're just everywhere. I'm not sure if this spot is actually going to be flat enough for me to put the space elevator down. Maybe I can walk out onto here and get a better look. If this one doesn't have a magical hole through it too. Although I suppose that could just be a bug, because they did say they were fixing some of the geometry of some of the areas. So it's possible that that is just a bug. Look at those. What are they, like some sort of weird pine cone that glows? It might fit. Let's just see if we can shove it in here. Okay, it will fit. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it was. So the console is there. So what I need to do is make sure that part is accessible. And that the sides are as well. What's above it right there? Nothing? Okay. Let's go with there. So many materials. Smash. It's a bit tall. I think I might need to build a way up to it. And then a ramp. Maybe double. No, it's gonna be before that. So just a regular one. And then maybe two on the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of clipping through. Oh well, I can walk out onto it. Good enough for now. I'll move it later. This one at least doesn't require power. I will have to crawl back up here once I want to put stuff in. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Is this gonna hurt? It looks like it'll hurt. Nope, it didn't. So let's stop in here and check out where we're at on the tiers. Jump pads and jelly pads. And Mark II conveyor belts, which I will almost never use. Unless I'm doing weird balancing, and that's about it. I'm just gonna go for the jump pads. Because the other thing I should probably be working on is just getting those smart plates built so that I can get to the next production level, because I think the next production level will unlock coal. And that's what I really want. Because once I get to coal, then I can get steel, I can get Mark III belts, I can not have to worry about powers often. It's just becomes easier to think through things when you're not constantly worrying about, oh, how much time do I have before I run out of power? A bunch of those. Some of those. Some of that. Those goes into rotors. Rotor. Rods and screws. Okay. Hoping I grabbed enough. You're gonna see this a lot, where I just pop a craft bench down wherever I am. And I need 50. I'm not gonna worry about that now then. It's a better use of my time to just go for the smart plates and get that done. Let's see. Smart plating. Of course. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing that anyway. For as many hours I have in this game, I don't remember, like, any of the recipes. I have nearly 500 hours in this game, and I couldn't tell you most of the recipes. Nope, not me. But we've got at least 2 things built now. Okay, so, smart plating. Smart plating means I need to build... What was it? I forgot now. Add to to-do list. Okay, I need rotors and reinforced iron plates. Now the reinforced plates, I believe, are plates and screws. Yes, plates and screws. And the rotors are going to be rods and screws. And that's bad, because it means we're going to run out of screws very quickly. And they both use assemblers. So I need to build at least a couple... I thought I built a craft bench. I must have picked it. Nope, nope, it's right there. Or that's a different one. I can't tell. So I should at least build a couple rotors, because I need them to build those couple of assemblers anyway. And there's just no getting around that. So if I need them for assemblers, I should probably just build the one making rotors first. That seems logical to me. Let's go ahead and do that. These things are a bit big. And then we need the rods. Okay, so rods and screws. Oh, good. Screws are in the center. That'll make it easier for me to split things. That's really nice, actually. That works out. Because then I can... This is going to get messy real fast, I can already tell. Yep. This is fine. Right here. That's good. That works, right? Fits there. So there's that one for the rotors. Those got to be plugged in. It's got to be plugged in. Right there. And actually, next thing's next. I'm going to add these to my hotbar. But which order? 5 is splitters, 6 is mergers. Okay, so splitter... Too sharp. There it is. Not too sharp now, is it? And then, nope, that's not what I just need to spin it a little bit so that it doesn't look too weird. And then this one, I actually need to split. Nope, not there. Maybe not there, that won't really wrap correctly, but this will. And then I can place right there. Do I want it up one? Is that good? Yeah, good enough. Good enough. So that gets the reinforced iron plates building. So now I have plates and the rotors being built, and I can funnel those to another assembler, and this one will be my smart plating. And I'm going to build it over here because I plan to delete it after I'm done with this phase anyway. Up. Up. And this is on this side of it, so I want it on this. And then I can go grab the other one over here, this output. I should probably set this one up a little bit as well, just so that it's not as hideous. We can go with that. Not as hideous. Sure. Weave it under and around. Hook it up. And smart plating. And I think for these, I'm not going to bother routing it straight to the space elevator because I don't want that many sitting on a belt if I forget to turn it off. So that's powered, and that's building. I'm just going to let it do its thing. And when I come back at some point, it should have those waiting for me. I can drop off some of my leaves that I've picked up. There's still plenty there, but it can take some more. And actually, while I'm right here, I'm going to go ahead and expand this again. See, this is kind of how I end up doing things, is I will start the piece of a project and expand it as I need more functions added. And then once I've figured out all of the functions that I need, I will then refactor the building into a different design. But I feel like planning from the get-go with what you have accessibility to only leaves you with issues further on because you have built for a system that now doesn't exist. So merger somewhere. Maybe that's not going to be as easy to attach to. Okay, so the merger is going to have to be brought out. Actually, I should probably do it from this one, because then I can set it there. Okay, so then it's, what is it? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, and line it up there. And then off the corner, 1, 2, Lines it up. Click it in. Now I can add a merger here instead. I was saying it was lining up, right? Yeah, right here. So the point of what I'm doing right now is I wanted to add an additional biomass processing for wood, so that I can get those out of my inventory as well. Come on, just line up with both. There. So this one's doing wood now. I gotta hook that up. Then I can drop all those in. Those will get taken care of. Grass goes in that one. Regular biomass to here. And I think that is my organics stuff figured out. Alright, tons of biofuel for it. Well, not really tons. These flowers eventually get turned into dye, and then I can go about dyeing things. I think did I unlock the dye gun with the last milestone? Let me check. Dye? No. Paint. No. Maybe I don't have it yet. I must not have it yet. So according to this, in the resource sync bonus program, there it is, color cartridge and build gun upgrade. Okay, that must be built in the equipment shop. Or the equipment workshop over here. Where did I put it? Or did I? There it is. I ran right by it. It's not there either. Is it just in the craft bench? Okay, it is. It's right there. I just didn't see it. I need flowers. I don't need a lot of them. A little bit of them. Just let that make me some. Oh, I might not need 2 stacks of flowers. That's a lot of paint, real quick. $300. So I can put those back. I can put 2 of those back. I don't really need them at the moment. In terms of slugs, I can research those in the MAM, but I think I actually need the green one first. Yeah, I think I need the... I think I need the regular one first, the small one. Or, I say small one, the blue one. I think I remember, yeah, there's one right up there. I remember seeing him earlier. Is there a walkway? There is a little bridge. I'd like to try and avoid doing the just building foundations everywhere where I can, because I've done that in other playthroughs of this and just it's not it kind of cuts down on the exploration of the game a lot. That's a scary spot. That felt like I was gonna fall through the world. Berries. Berry. So there was... Now where am I? I'm heading too far. I need to head... What was it? Northwest. This way. And there should be a slug right over here. I think I should probably take this out. Just because I'm not sure what's up here. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. It's on the opposite side of this arch. I think. I agree. I like the natural landscape. The only way I think they could really get away with trying to change the foundations to not allow that sort of infrastructure where you can, you know, as long as I can get to the highest point, I can take a foundation, just build it out as far as I can. I have a bridge to everywhere. The only real way to deal with that is some sort of stability system, so that you have to build either piloting or structuring to hold your bridge up, or hold your building up. But I think that would be too much for this kind of game. And I think it's something that more someone else is going to attempt.
Which could potentially be retrofitted into Fixit technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Okay, so that's why I couldn't access my overclocking. I couldn't access that research tree for the yellow slug, is because I need the blue one first. And I'm actually not sure if these stuttering that I'm getting is because of the update or something else. But we've got one blue slug. Let's go throw that in the MAM and get that researched. And then we can check on the smart plating and see if we are nearly done with that. Because I want to get coal. Oh, yeah, it's gonna do that to me. Let's go ahead and get those. Some extra research. And I do have one power slug, but I don't have any rotors. And I should just use the power slug anyway, because I can't turn them into anything until I've researched them anyway, and researching them destroys it. That is not the right thing. What are you doing? You want the rotors. They're over... they would be over there. but they're being eaten up by the smart plate assembler right now, of which I have 19. That's not really enough. I'm gonna take those. And I'm just gonna build some because I think I only need a couple. Isn't it? Isn't it just a couple? How many did I need? It would help if I remembered what I was building. Shoot. What was it? We were waiting for the smart plates to finish. Oh, it's that the yellow slug research. That's what it was. And actually, let's see if I can just build them to get them done. I think it's 25 was what it wanted. I'm still not completely used to setting stuff into the to-do list, especially from the MAM. I think you can? That might have been a mod. I can't remember now. But let's edit our to-do list, and we will take that out of there. Let's just check the MAM real quick and see if I can set these to be... No, that was a mod. Okay, well, good to know. 12 out of 25. I need 13 more, and I think it's mostly just the screws that are holding me back on it. I'll just grab the rest. And I've got plenty of those. We can get these few out of the way. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I'm busy putting something together. We've got 30. So let's go ahead and get that research out of the way. And then all we'll have is the purple one to find, and we can unlock overclocking once we find another slug so we can turn them into a power cell. Deuterium I don't have enough to research yet, and I've researched everything there that I need. So now we're at the part where I'm waiting for rotors to complete. And I suppose I could help it along, but I'm just going to go plug the ones I have into it over here and let it go. We need 50 to get to the next phase. We're at 23, so it's not too bad. But it's such a pain to try and expand anything until you have more reliable power, because this is an absolute mess what I put together, but mostly because I don't see a ton of point in spending more time to make it look nice when what I'm trying to do is get to power stability first. I've got 5 things I can search for in here now. Where's the nearest quartz? $1,400 that way, $1,500 that way, $1,800. Okay, so the closest ones are still going to be over in that little area I walked to earlier. Popcorn sounds good. Get a few more rotors built, throw these in, and I'm hoping this is enough that we can be out of this space elevator phase. Yeah, to me, this game just doesn't really start until you've gotten to coal. I could have set my tier to be earlier, but it just feels weird. I've always gone and just started a new game when the new update comes out. Just always felt like the easiest thing to do. I know some people care a lot about transferring their save over and moving forward, but to me that just feels like too much extra work when the game's just going to change over and over again. But actually, I do feel that they are moving towards stability of this game and towards a version 1 release. Yeah, we'll leave that there. And what does it say? Two. That. Whew, that's just barely enough, but that should give us the smart plates we need. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I didn't want to run all the way back up, and I wanted to figure out an easier solution for getting the stuff up there. So, I decided on this. And then, conveyor tower. Up. Now, what mode is it in? That way. It's stuck on a flower. There it is. Pop, pop, pop. It's like a game of peekaboo. 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 So now I can just throw the items into that container and not have to walk all the way up here. I mean, I still will have to send it, but I won't to put the stuff in, at least. $34. It's getting there. It's... Oh... It's a big building. 35. This is a place where I'd like to have overclocking right now. I know it's not the best use of it, but it's my use of it. I can just be very impatient when it comes to things like that. Nope. Nope. Still chasing me. Stop it. Get back here. Get back here. I don't see anything else right now. $38, come on. How much power am I using? I could build another one. I don't have the parts for it anyway. So, let's think about other things. I'm gonna get some stuff from the awesome sink. I can clean up my inventory a little bit. A couple of minor things that I don't really need. I could go add them to the biofuel producer, but there's enough waiting already. We have just time to wait, really. I'm just waiting for those smart plates to be built because I can't build them myself. They can't be manually built. I guess I'll put some concrete in my inventory, some more cables, a wire. I'm gonna go dump some of it in the awesome sink and see how many coupons I can get while I'm waiting for those to build. Maybe a bit of that, a couple of those. That'll probably be fine. Okay, feeding those out first. We're up to 3 more coupons. Jump pads, that's right, it wants rotors, but I am not using those for that right now. Way more important things to put rotors towards. 7 more. These do take a while. I think they're probably one of the slower producing items in the game. Besides maybe like nuclear pasta. And I think the biggest thing that improved lighting and shadowing does for a game is that it helps improve the believability of the objects in the game world. Because it helps keep the lighting and shadows consistent between everything. You know, it's kind of like it's like old cartoons, cell shaded. Back when you could tell which door was going to open or which rock was going to break because one of them was so much lighter in color than the others. Whereas in modern animation, it's not as visible. I think sometimes they do make it more visible on purpose because that anticipation of it. I feel like there's a psychological reason to let somebody know ahead of time. It's kind of like people that prefer hearing a spoiler for something before they read it or watch a movie of it, and it increases their enjoyment of it. I'm assuming that's not everybody, but it's definitely some people. I think the other positive thing with the mods like Dispenser and the drop-off is the ability to make an item dump where I can just drop everything I have into it and have it sort out so that I can just go pick back through it for what I want. Here we got 3 more. I was gonna put these bits and bobs over in the hub chest. Right here. Them bits. Them bits. Those ones. And I probably don't need that much biofuel on me. And we can paint the hub. So what color do I want to paint it? I'm waiting on that stuff to build anyways. Let's do a little painting. Blue and brown. No. Black and green? I mean, that kind of looks cool, but no. That's just the other one, but lighter. I think I wasn't clicked on it, and that's why it looked lighter. Not the other one. It was still the same one. This swatchy purple or ink. Let's just climb up here so we can get a little bit better view at the building. So we've got a few different colors to work with, and it lets you set a custom swatch as well that will only be used for whatever building you're painting at that moment. These other ones are set as swatches through your game world. So if you paint a lot of things with swatch 1 and then you edit swatch 1 to be a different color, all of your previous painted items or objects will change that color as well. Let's see. So, like, I wanted to set... I don't think they have the Fix-It Primary available. I don't think that is. Is it? No, it looks a little darker. Oh, Fix-It Factory swatches up here. Okay, so that's the same color as it was. Green? No, you shouldn't use green in a jungle unless you're trying to hide your body. You're trying to hide yourself. Hide your body. Sure. That one's bright, vibrant. Very easy to see. I feel like that one blends in too much with the sky. I think I'm gonna go with this one for now. Ice cream. Mint green ice cream. And this should be done. And then I'm just going to Maybe I shouldn't disassemble it. I'll just shut it off and take those out. This was a terrible idea already, because now I'm wishing I had set it up there so I wouldn't have to wait so long, but this is what I did. So let's head up top side, so that once it's finally all up there, we can pull the lever and be done with this phase. Phase 1 will be complete. It'll probably be after that, and I establish what... The pink is too visible. Too visible. There was only one berry on that plant when I clearly saw 3. Okay, so we're just waiting for it to make its way. It's still traveling up its... Wow, this is slow. I forget how slow the Mark 1 belts are. Because, wow, are they slow. Like, I think you can outwalk them. Let me see. Yep, you can absolutely outwalk it. I could carry a plate walking to this faster than that conveyor belt can go. Well, there's the tail end of it, so it'll be over shortly. I need to figure out what's causing this stuttering with my graphics, because I'm not 100% sure what's actually causing it. It's not screen tearing, it's not Z depth. Enable lumen for global illumination. No. TSR. Temporal super resolution. It could be that. Let's try changing it to something like this instead. Seeing what happens. Insanity. Well, temporal AA is the one that makes weird ghost trails. We'll just do fast approximate. Let's see if that helps things. It does make things flicker a lot more. Look at that. I'm not sure how much everybody else can notice it. And it didn't get rid of this stuttering anyway. Oh well. I'm going to leave it on that, and I'm going to set it to performance. Let's see how that looks. Huh. It's amazing how much better that looks than the other AA. Oh, it's got it. Let's seal it. And send it. A zoom. I really hope there are no people on that. I feel like the amount of G's from that would hurt. Okay, well, that's that. Phase complete. Now we can go down to the hub and check the damage. What is the next thing we gotta do? Oh no. So let's select milestone, tier 3, tier 4. Got coal power, vehicular transport, and improve melee combat, steel production. I'm gonna go with coal power, because that's the one that we need first. And I think now I can actually delete this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put down 2 storage containers to capture these. Actually, I'll get rid of this one as well. I don't really need it at the moment. Where did I put those? They're on this third one. And then I guess those are getting fed out immediately to the next parts of the system. So they're not having a whole lot of time to stay around. They need enough for the 2 containers. That's what I was doing. That's right. Okay, 1 and 2. And these I'm just gonna push to here so I can begin to collect some of these. I know it's not gonna be enough, but I only need 1 more rotor. And I might be able to get away with making the rest of the other plate. I'll still have to deal with getting enough parts to build the coal generators, but I'll deal with that part when it comes to it. Screws. No. Shut off. I'm gonna take them with me, because I need these far more right now. Plate, plate, plate. And I put a craft bench down right there. I probably did, and I deleted it. Would be my guess. Just gonna let this build a bunch of these for me. Why not? And wait a moment while it does. If I can at least finish this milestone, then the next time I go to play, I can work on coal power. And I know that's what I'll be able to work on, is coal power. But that means I need to finish the milestone first, before I can. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to make enough. I can't remember how many. Yeah, I'm only going to get 25 here. I'm thinking some sort of screw factory is definitely going to be the first thing I want to get built. We're up to getting 40 from it. I need 150? Okay. Well, not sure how well not sure how well I'm gonna be actually able to finish this tonight. I might have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I've only got 62 in there. I mean, I have enough to build more, but I could just go put these over in the assembler over here, since I don't have enough to build the other thing anyway. And I'll just fill that up. Let it go. Because it being full will actually help it back up the system and create some amount of a buffer. But see, I'm using too many screws per minute to actually buffer back anyway. Yeah, 60. I don't think I'm producing anywhere near that. I'm producing, yeah, if I'm only producing one constructor's worth, I'm producing 40. And it wants 60. So there was just, yeah, no way. And do the jump. 360. And again. 360. Or I'm gonna move so fast I crash the game. Whoosh. Got a couple more rotors in there. They ain't. Nope. I still need too many. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. What do I need? I have enough power. Do I have enough to build what I need next? I do not. I need 2 plates. Another one coming down. And to everybody who's just joining, if you are just joining, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more. This is a game I really enjoy and can play for hours upon hours on end. I'm not sure about commentating during it. This is really the first time I've done that, but hey, I'm used to talking for hours about nonsense, so this shouldn't be too difficult. So the thing I was going to do was I wanted to expand this. So I'm making 15 rods per minute. And out of those 15, I'm consuming 10. So I need another one of these. If I can get it in, that's where it's going. And this one was rods? Yes, rods. So if I have 2 of those, I'm producing 30 rods, which now means I can produce 3 constructors worth of screws. I'm just gonna place it over here, I think. And just... Shh. Oh, get away from me, you frickin'... Ugh. Ugh, die. I hate those things. So let's see. I'm gonna connect this there. Good enough. So that's plugged in, and then I want 2 more of these. That one almost looked like it was gonna fit right there. So I'm gonna head and plop one there. And then I don't have another iron plate, so I can't put another one down yet. And these are both, you know, 15. So I actually need to break that and merge these into one, and then split it again. Okay. I'm gonna have it leave from, I think this one might be the best way to go. Yeah, good flat slope. Merger there. See there. And then I want the splitter. Oh, come on. You're not gonna fit? Splitter there. Jump through the spaghetti. Slide under the spaghetti. And I need 1 more of these, but I don't have the plates for it yet. Let's get the screws built. And I can put a merger on there. Hook that in. Okay, so there's more screws being built. I just need to grab some of those reinforced plates. Wish I had explosives. I'd go fill that cave right up with them. Another constructor. Yeah. Yeah, this should be fine. And get stuck under it. To there. Hook this to there. And this one was going to be screws as well, was it? Yes, screws. It's hooked up, and let's route it. Set up a merger there. And connect. There. All good. Now that the screw issue is temporarily solved, it should be a little bit easier for me to get the rest of these built. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be able to do it in the time I have allotted for myself, but I'm going to try. Take a couple of those off. There. And then I think the rest I'm going to try and do by hand while that one's working. And just see how many I can get. While I'm building, I guess I'll remind everybody to subscribe if you like what I'm making, if you like what I'm doing. Comment if you have any suggestions of what I should be doing, or if I should paint something a different color, or anything. If you just want to say hi. Or any games that you'd prefer that you'd like to see me play. I can do that as well. I'm currently streaming 3 different games on rotation. Well, I have set 3 different games on rotation. I'm playing War Thunder, in which I'm progressing to get the F-16 for the US tree. I'm currently playing Elden Ring, which I just started a couple days ago. And played for about 2 hours in. Got the horse thing. And this. So, War Thunder, Elden Ring, Satisfactory are what I'm playing right now, if anybody would like to watch more of it. And just remember, you're extra awesome if you do. And you can let your friends know that too. Tell them I said so. If they don't trust me on that, you know, send them my link to my channel. They'll see that I said that you're awesome anyway, and then they just gotta believe it. That's just the rules. Oh, I think we might be able to do it. Let's get these ones building. Two and a half hours I've been streaming now. Wow. Yeah, games like this feel far easier to stream and talk with, even with a lack of multiplayer, just because there's a little bit more going on. War Thunder just feels very difficult to stream for, because half the time I'm just sitting in a plane, flying for 10-15 minutes waiting to get to the spot. And then I'm too invested in what's happening at that moment to talk. We've got 65. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Watch me be one short. Oh no. Okay, no, I'm not going to be. It was a bit close though. Let's go submit these. That's a weird lighting bug that they have right now. It looks like the light is shining through the floor of the hub. Must be these lights. Coal power, time to hit the button.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner.
Alright, so it unlocks
Note,
coal
ensure
and
the close
pipelines.
proximity of water to the coal production line. Note, pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note, throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
And there is actually a fix-it store improvement you can buy that removes the indicator from the pipes in case you want clean pipes. Clean as in no markings of that type on them. So for next time, let's set up my to-do list. We've got a to-do list for coal generators. They generate 75 megawatts. And currently, I am producing 160, so 2 coal generators would meet my power needs at the moment, or at least replace what the biomass burners do. Is he gonna go get stuck up there again? Yeah, he's heading right to the same place. Good job. Where was I? Coal generators. 2 of them would meet my needs at the moment. But I'm obviously going to build more than that. I just can't remember what the... Oh, that's right. It's not the coal that's the issue on how much they consume. It's usually the water is the issue. So I'm going to go with the goal of producing at least 4, I think, coal generators for now. If I can remember which one I'm opening. So I want 4 of those. And what was the other thing? It unlocked pipelines. I'll just build those as I need them. Although I should add them because I'm going to need them for... I'm going to need a certain amount of them, and I'm going to need parts to build them. So what's the parts that I need? Copper sheets is what I need. And it will transport 120... water, and I believe the coal generators use 45. So if I'm going to use 4, it's going to be 90, 180. I will need at least 2 of these. And then I have a total list of ingredients I need on the right side of the screen to build all of those buildings. Let's check. Can I build the copper sheets right now? Do I already have that unlocked? Yes, it was part of unlocking the pipes. So let's build some copper sheets. It's actually a really easy one to do because it's the same recipe as what you have for the wires. So if you don't mind it, you can actually just chop off a wire node and change it to copper sheets. And that will give you your copper sheet needs, since I was making enough of the other stuff anyway. I don't have enough plates. It's never enough, never enough, never enough. Never enough. Where? Over here? There we go. Okay. Some of those. Can't take any of those. There ain't any in there. I can take some of that. I'm going to use them later. So right now I'm just gathering up some ingredients I can use for once I decide to head out to do coal generator stuff. Which I'm probably going to head that road over to the east. Because I'm fairly certain, if I remember correctly, that this path right here goes, yep, there they are, goes around in through here, or is it through here? Anyway, it goes down through this canyon to this little lake, and there's a bunch of coal over here. And it's a great spot to set up some early power. And that's where we're going to head next time. For right now, I just wanted to make sure I had a chunk of the ingredients together and some of the infrastructure set up to make it easier to deal with. Because I'm going to need the copper sheets for piping, and it will require a decent amount of piping. I'll leave that be. Let it collect. My other stuff is all collecting. I should probably turn the rotors back on now that I've fixed the screw production issue. I can turn this back on. And I think I remember correctly, was there one I chopped off around here somewhere? I chopped something. It was just, or was it just that copper? I think it was just that copper one I chopped off. Rotors, cables, copper sheets, reinforced iron plate. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little base. I think this is the last thing to check, is where are we at with this? 7 coupons. Oh yeah, let's grab those. And buy a little gift for our play session. Let's see what we got. So I've got 7, which means I can get some of the really nice things for building with. But the cost to get coupons increases as you continue to get coupons. They increase in cost to each one. I don't have any lighting available to me yet. I need quick wire and steel. Foundations, I don't have a ton of use for these ones yet because I'm not doing much for architecture design at the moment. I'm just trying to get some functional stuff up and running first. Got walls and gates, windows. Can't do windows yet because apparently I don't know how silica works. Architecture. I could grab roofs. I feel like ladder. Ladder? Concrete. 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 Factory ladder. And one more thing for one cost. Yes. All right. And so with that, we now have the ability to turn these foundations to concrete foundations instead, and to build with concrete foundations, which makes it so that you only need concrete to build them. So like if I make a copy of this, then it only costs concrete to make it and won't require any more iron plates instead. Whereas this one requires 5 concrete, 2 iron plates. And since concrete is used for like almost nothing else, it's a pretty good use of it. And I kind of prefer the look of it for a foundation anyway. But for now, I'm just going to leave this all as is and head over to the hub and wind down. So let's pick what our next active milestone should be. we've got a few options here. Vehicles we could go for. The first vehicle's a bit slow. I'm not really sure how useful I consider it. I usually just go for the faster vehicle, the dune buggy thing anyway. Could go for steel production. That would allow us to get started with that, because then we can get the next logistics level. And this would help us immensely. Expanded power, the hypertubes, and advanced steel. So I think for now, how many slots does that give me? 3 and 1. Yes, and those both require modular frames. For now, I'm going to set it to improve melee combat, because that'll be an easier one to get, and it gives me some extra slots and inventory spaces. But for now, I'm going to call it good on Satisfactory for tonight. I will likely be playing again tomorrow or the day after, and I'm also probably going to log into War Thunder after this for a moment. I might not stream it, but I hope you all have a wonderful night, and you're all great. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Are you serious? Are you serious? I go to say bye and my power grid dies? Serious? Fine. We're fixing this first, is what's happening instead. Okay, that one was empty. That one was empty. They're all gonna be empty. I hate biofuel. I hate dealing with it. It's terrible. Oh, I didn't even know you could burn those. And this is why next session is going to be a hard rush for coal. Because I don't like this stuff. Getting to play the Fuse Man is not my idea of a good time. There. And with that, and with my power infrastructure working again, I'm going to say thank you all for being here. You've been a lovely audience, and I hope you all have a great night. Thank you. Goodbye.